Hello, and welcome to Tea For Me Please. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about matcha. I find that a lot of beginners have difficulty making matcha because it clumps easily. And so there's 3 things that you can do to help prevent that from happening. So for starters, there's some basic tools that you need to make matcha. First, you need a bowl, also called a chuan. Usually matcha bowls are deep, that way it gives you room to whisk without spilling your tea. A scoop. There's traditional scoops like this that are made out of bamboo, but you can also use a teaspoon or any other kind of measuring scoop that you would like. You also need something to whisk your tea. Traditional bamboo whisks are called chasins. I find that this is really the best way to make matcha. It seems a bit silly and old-fashioned, but it really does make a difference as far as the taste. If you don't have one of these, a handheld electric mixer or even a milk frother can be a substitute. Another tool that's important to have is a strainer. That way you can sift your tea to keep it from clumping up. I like to use just a regular old tea strainer, but you can also find ones that are made specifically for matcha. To start, you just place your filter on top of your chuan. I prefer to use 2 scoops of tea, so you just place that in the basket. Then you just want to gently sift your tea. This helps to separate the leaf particles, which keeps them from clumping in your cup. Towards the end, you'll notice that there are some clumps in your filter. You can just use your scoop to kind of press those through. You want to avoid grinding the tea as much as possible because that can result in a bitter taste. Another step that can help you to avoid clumps is to add a little bit of water to the tea first and make a bit of a paste before doing your whisking. You want to gently use your whisk to mix the matcha, but you don't want to grind up the tines of your whisk. Basically, you just want it to look like a bit of a thick soup like that. Okay, and once you've done that, then you can add the rest of your water. Now, the important thing with making matcha is your whisking technique. So one mistake that a lot of beginners make is that they'll try to stir the matcha. That doesn't create the right taste or the right texture for your tea. This part is a bit tricky and can take some practice. And so you want to whisk your matcha in an M or W shape, basically just gently whisking it so that you create some nice foam on top. And the trick here is to have that motion all in your wrist. You don't want to use your arm to vigorously whisk your tea. You can see here that the matcha is nice and foamy and consistent. And there you have it, a perfect bowl of matcha. Thanks for watching.